So, Christy, go ahead and talk about where it is where you've come from and why you actually got into Python in the first place.
To start off with programming in general, I have a few failed attempts. So I'm actually a constructions engineer by profession. I mean, that's what I have a master's degree in civil engineering. So, and I got it in 2011 when I actually graduated from the master's degree. Then I had a great opportunity to work in the field, but I passed it and decided that I want to actually take my chances on other stuff because I was already doing some computer stuff, and I actually grew up with the computer in my lap, so to speak. So I've always been fascinated by computers. And in 2011, I decided not to take the route of constructions engineering, even though I had a really good opportunity as I got out of school. And I started researching physiology stuff. So I wanted to improve my body. And for that, I started researching diets, nutrition, biochemistry, genomics, exercise physiology, and all sorts of stuff. And in the meantime, I've actually written a couple of books on the topic, and I tried my best at entrepreneurship. So I kind of try to combine my research, my experiments, with sort of like entrepreneurship in actually marketing and selling the books that I've written on Amazon. And as I kept moving away from constructions engineering and more into computer stuff, I decided that I wanted to kind of learn programming. So I had quite a few failed attempts with learning Java. I tried learning Java because I decided that I would want to write mobile applications. And back then you would write mobile applications using Java, mostly Android applications, but I failed quite miserably, and I wasn't able to actually teach myself Java. I tried for a couple of times, mostly from books, but I wasn't able to do it. And it took like 3 or 4 years and like 4 or 5 failed attempts. And I decided that I want to give it another try at learning programming, and I would try to do it more strategically with a different programming language that should be cleaner, clearer, more straightforward, with a bigger community and a better, I would say, syntax. And that was Python altogether. So I decided that I'm going to go for Python. And if I would fail, I'm just going to quit trying to learn programming altogether. This was 2015, so roughly 5 years ago. And I actually started making progress because I took a different approach in learning Python. I actually tried learning like multi-sensorial, if I can put it that way, through multiple senses at the same time, or multiple approaches. I would learn through a book, and at the same time, I would actually take a course, watch some YouTube videos, but very, very specific, not super dispersed, not all over the place, just a couple of resources. And then the most important thing, I would actually learn by practicing. So interactive learning. And there weren't too many options at that time for like interactive learning in the browser, but right now there are dozens of options on your laptop and also on your mobile phone. There are a lot of resources to learn Python, and not only Python, but whatever programming language you want to learn. I actually started making progress by working on specific projects. For example, I remember that since I was doing physiology stuff and biochemistry and genomics, there was this Python library called BioPython, and that you would actually do genome analysis using Python. That was really, really exciting. And that's how I actually started to learn in a more accelerated pace. Yeah, that's kind of the 10K perspective on it.
Fellas, check out my Python Basics course to learn the fundamentals of Python you need in cybersecurity. There's a discount link in the description.